Hey guys, Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber, eh? And guess what? Alright, so now, before I discuss the video I'm about to react to, I'm gonna watch the preview for the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club. Vegeta vs. Azura finally came out, and, I watched it. It was pretty good. But, before I discuss the video I'm about to react to, first I'm gonna see what the next battle's gonna be. Episode 66. Alright, what is it?
On the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club.
Alright, what is it?
Cable? Hey,
huh?
Man out of time. What are you doing here?
We haven't seen him since our run in the comics together.
Deadpool?
I love reunions. What? It all started with this. But you will continue multiple.
What? Deadpool versus Shadow? Well, that was unexpected. Well, we all know that Deadpool is completely unkillable. Even if Shadow goes super, I don't really see any way how he can kill Deadpool. Well, I'm sure Shadow has superior fighting skill, power, weaponry. Maybe not weaponry, but I'm sure when it comes to fighting, he's superior to Deadpool in almost every way, but I don't see how he can kill Deadpool. So yeah, now let's this is the video I must react to. When I was little, I loved Spy Kids. This was one of my most favorite of all movies. But believe it or not, this was actually the movie that taught my sister and I how to fight. Not as in like a cool fight, ninja style, but I actually mean is the movie that taught us how to fight. You know, it's natural for brothers and sisters to fight during the childhood, but this is the movie that taught us how to do that. To fight each other like brother and sister naturally should. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Other than that, this was a really good movie in my opinion. I loved it. And of course, there's its sequel, Spy Kids 2. Let's see, do I have that here somewhere? Maybe I left it downstairs. Anyways, so yeah, yes, I think I have Spy Kids 2 on DVD. Do you remember if I got one from a garage sale or not? If I do, I think I left it downstairs. Anyway, Spy Kids 3. In my opinion, this was actually a really cool movie. Probably not as good as the first or second, but still good. I really enjoyed the 3D experience. Maybe I didn't get the same feeling as Spy Kids 1 and 2, but this is still a good movie. Spy Kids 4, when the original Spy Kids were all grown up and we have the leader characters, and it just didn't feel the same. But I didn't say this was a bad movie, just not as good. Now, Spy Kids 3, in my opinion, I kind of enjoyed this movie. Maybe not as much. I didn't enjoy it as much as Spy Kids 1 and 2, but this movie, this is still good. Although there are certain things about the movie I can see why Nostalgia Critic doesn't like. Like, I'm sure he'll have his reasons to not like the movie. No. I think I spent enough time already. No. I love Nostalgia Critic. So let's do this. He knows how to keep these intros awesome. What? Shark explosion cloud? Wait, a shark mushroom cloud?
Hello, I'm Nostalgia.
That's cool. What? What the heck was that? We both said it.
Must excuse him. He's always this way.
Who the flying riddleman are you?
We are the 3D brothers. He's distracting, I'm dignified. You may have noticed my work from films like Hugo or How to Train Your Dragon.
Wait, if you're the 3D brothers, where's the third one?
Oh, he's over there. You might recognize him from movies like Clash of the Titans or Last Airbender. We call him Doesn't Count.
He doesn't count. Show him your effects.
Oh?
What?
Ooh, my hand is slightly in front of my face. What does it matter? I'm not even supposed to be here.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Mom thought I'd make things better, but all I did was draw attention to how broken everything really is.
He's always getting involved where he doesn't belong. Okay, what is that apple betting?
Oh, the usual 3 movies tripe.
3 movies?
Yes, Jaws 3, Friday the 13th 3, and
Don't say it!
Spy Kids 3.
No! I don't want to do Friday the 13th Part 3. You're doing Spy Kids 3D. Make it work!
I'm sure he'll have his reasons to not like the movie.
Time to rip into one of the most awesome, hands-on, coolest directors yet again. Why did you make me do this to you? Robert Rodriguez. Known for making tons of impressive films on a very small budget doing a lot of work himself, his focus was to have the creativity of the production disguise how unbelievably cheap it usually was. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and sometimes it did both.
Shorts.
This is the case with the Spy Kids trilogy +1. The first film was so enjoyably bizarre but visually funny that it was easy to overlook some of the more awkward moments. The sequel is when it started to wear off, combining genuinely smart and funny moments with...
Sorry,
But just when you thought there couldn't be more... He made Spy Kids 3D game over. To its credit, this is one of the movies that brought 3D back into the limelight as a profitable idea. The only problem is it's used as a more exploitive gimmick than God is to purebreds. Is it as bad as, say, thinking Sylvester Stallone can play a hippie?
Got the children's attention. The question is,
What?
What are you teaching them?
This is Spy Kids 3D. The movie begins telling us to put our glasses on. Yes, thank you, because if we saw this throughout the majority of the film, we would be helpless to figure out how to solve it.
Today's feature
True.
presentation will also be 3D adventure.
Alan Cumming is kind enough to interrupt his nut gouging of your childhood tour by letting you know that you only put on your 3D glasses when the characters in the movie put them on. Which they wear, not surprisingly, 90% of the movie.
True.
So why don't they just make the whole goddamn thing in 3D? What, did he want to give the people in the theater a little arm exercise? This is entirely pointless. Maybe the strategy was to have the people say, the characters seem flat and not at all three-dimensional. Wow! Now the characters seem flat and not at all three-dimensional in 3D! He doesn't even call it a movie! He probably just Dropboxed it to someone and was like, yeah, I made this in my garage, call it whatever you want. It's debatable whether or not it's actually a film. Personally, I'm hoping this will start a new fad in credit identification.
I was here because I'd gotten a call.
It opens with the boy spy kid. Yeah, I'm sure he has a name, but who are you kidding? We all just call him the boy spy kid. Having left his agency and turned into a gumshoe, don't do it, you son of a bitch!
I know why the water from your park is missing. Hey, Cal, it's winter.
Man, I thought the sequel to Blade Runner would be a little bit more dull than this. Actually, the funny thing about this opening is that the weird stilted acting is surprisingly kind of welcome. Their attempt at acting out an adult situation is similar to watching the kids from home movies make their films.
camera during the winter.
Or kind of like those how the boys from the Wizard movie, the video game movie.
Cut. Guys, that was great. Did that feel good? Once we shoot on location, this thing is going to be incredible.
Kind of like the boys from the Wizard movie were trying to act like adults.
That complete level 5 untold riches, toys, and prizes.
That's a cheeky mustache.
Making a movie, can we just have an old lady in a blue dress hit him with an umbrella and shout, "Sylvester!" He plays the Toy Maker, a man who's been banished to cyberspace but disguised himself to release a VR game known as Game Over, which is kind of like marketing a board game called You Lost. Voiced by Kid Headsman claimed to feed small soldiers when, oh god, Inspector Gadget finally assimilated his niece.
You always ask to really use you.
Okay,
Good to take care
that
of
was
you.
clever.
But remember one thing.
So I'm surprised he doesn't remember Junie's name.
Makes no sense.
Classic.
That makes no sense! You live in a Rescue Rangers treehouse with Bugsy, the scary helicopter, and that makes no sense! Why don't you just tell me George Clooney is the President of the United States? What the hell's going on? Okay, I'll accept this as some form of reality as long as Clooney still talks to everyone in a patronizing tone.
The fact is, there is no retirement. Once an agent, always an agent. Now it's time for you to be a big boy and reinstate.
His whole acting career is just saying diplomatically why we all had to clean our rooms. He tells Boy Spy Kid that Girl Spy Kid is missing, so he travels to his
Junie and Carmen. I'm surprised he doesn't remember those names.
Such classic
characters.
To be a trap for all
I'm surprised he doesn't remember
The
the names.
inventor of the game wants to enslave the world's youth with mind control.
Please, I think we've all purchased EA games before. So Boy Spy Kid goes in to see if he can beat the game, save his sister, and apparently alert nobody that this hot-selling game is going to take over the minds of the children of the world. Don't worry, we'll release a patch for it later. And if you're wondering what the evil backstory behind the Toy Maker is, so is the movie.
The Toy Maker hates us for hallucinating in cyberspace all these years. What made you do that?
Who knows? It was years ago.
We don't keep good records. We're not even really sure why we hated Saddam Hussein. We think it had something to do with his ugly mustache.
Didn't he do
put his
terrible
glasses
things
on. Well, that means you better
to
put your glasses on.
his people,
Oh wait,
other
the
people,
Blu-ray doesn't come
other
with any. Well,
countries,
just
or
enjoy the
something?
thrill of laughing up your eyes for an hour and a half. He ends up in Hieronymus Bosch's Toontown, where I swear he tries to excuse the lame effects from here on out.
Computer generated.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Roger Rabbit turning to the camera and saying, "We couldn't get a real rabbit." Which is, besides how disappointing that is. And of course, the 3D gimmicks start right away.
Yep. Of course, things always whipping right in your face.
Sorry, distracting doesn't yet know the responsibilities of his 3D.
You think?
You see, I use 3D as a means to transport people to another world, helping the viewer immerse themselves into the story.
Yeah? But what does he do?
Well, you know that trick when you're a little kid and you want to annoy someone without touching them?
Spy Kids 3D!
Just to annoy you, just to annoy you.
Why, that's inspired me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let this bullet touch you instead of my
Oh no.
So he has to outsmart some terrifying enemies who look more like the mascot of several math games as he's transported to Mario Maker where he finds some testers of the game.
How can I offer service? I'm Red.
Hi, Rex. Now, about shaving.
Wait, movie, bring that joke to me. Come on, spit spot, young man. Hi, Reds. You really thought you could slip that terrible joke by us because you said it really fast? Go to the corner for painfully push punt!
I'm more of an abstract visual guy. I just didn't want to move.
So he tells the testers what's going on, but they don't believe him, so they send him to a level on the moon. Gee, if only there was a way to stop their gameplay, talk to them in real life, and let them know it's all true. But unfortunately, they can't. Thankfully, though, this game is apparently half Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You do get one additional lifeline. Call up the family files.
So he brings in his
What?
grandpa, played by Ricardo Montalban.
Props. Superior intellect. Cons.
Karn!
What? What?
I don't care, it was totally worth it! Don't look at me.
choose Grandpa.
One moment.
So Grandpa welcomes himself to Fantasy Planet. Really
Once again,
flew him into
when I was a kid,
so
I
fast.
kind of enjoyed this movie. Not as much as the first two Spy Kids movies, but still kind of enjoyed it. But I can see why Nostalgia Critic doesn't like it. I'm sure there's some parts of the movie I can understand why he doesn't like.
I'll chase him around the moons of just this moon until I give him up. To be fair, I probably would have liked the ending of Into Darkness if it went this route.
I can do more than that.
The sad thing is, it still looks more realistic than his plastic chest. But he gets distracted by a butterfly. No, really, I guess he likes enforcing ADD stereotypes. As Boy Spy Kid travels to an arena even lamer than Pokemon Stadium. Yes, Pokemon fans, read me your comments of anger. To defeat Arya Stark and Mighty Morphin Pacific Rangers in order to move on to the next one.
That was good. That was good.
I'll give Rodriguez this. These must be the greatest movies to work on if you're a child actor. What do I do? Just lay down. What do I do? Just move your arms slightly. You're gonna make me look cool, right? Even though you're not moving a single solitary muscle, I'm gonna make you look like the most badass fighter in the world. Now, Stephen Hawking, get in your ninja outfit. He's got there just in time to see Sylvester Stallone play a wide variety of characters. Because if there's anyone I trust who can play a wide variety of characters, it's Sylvester Stallone.
What I want, what we want. What do we want? Time on this planet is over. It belongs now to our youth. Not if we control their minds. Or we could, like, start the world over again and cure it of its diseases.
I didn't know that was him.
Wow. I haven't seen someone so dedicated to playing such a wide range of roles since Adam Sandler did a high squeaky voice next to another Adam Sandler doing a high squeaky voice. Hell, even Stallone comments on how he forgets he's talking to
I saw that
himself.
movie. Jack and Jill.
I forget the extent of my programming powers from time to time, and for a moment, I actually believed that you existed.
Yeah. What other ways do you think Stallone fools Stallone?
True. What?
But they mistake Boy Spy Kid for a magical character just called The Guy, who is supposed to lead them through the final level.
I was confused about that name.
Ask him to prove his worth in yet another meaningless detour. Welcome to Net Zero Chance of Liking This. We were going to go with Mario Park, but we thought it'd be a repeat of the stellar camel poop joke in the second one.
Camel poop?
Still a classic.
True. Not bad.
Until Captain America Civil War, these would be the most impressive action effects ever put on screen. Maybe Food Fight comes a close second.
Oh. Burn.
Amusingly enough, watching this just makes me wish I was playing this game instead of watching it as a movie. So,
True.
It's basically every bad video game film except I don't have the good game that goes along with it.
True.
Never have we seen someone sit, lay down, and slightly wiggle with the world moving around them in such badass glory. What am I talking about? These are the characteristics of a real gamer.
I can't talk to my grandfather. I mean, I must confer with the wizard of Atari, Sega, Nintendo.
What?
Yeah, young people clearly wouldn't recognize those terms. Hey, have you heard this new invention called ice cream?
Now they think I'm some important guy who's going to win the game flip.
For our purposes, that's very good. They can lead us to level 4 quickly.
Christ, even when he's trying to sound friendly, he still sounds like he's going to torpedo someone's ass.
True.
I don't plan on letting go anywhere.
Don't you know the ancient Klingon proverb that says, camel poop?
Oh, by the way, when he was standing on the thing while operating the big robots in the fighting scene, I got confused. When you think swung around, how was he able to stay on the platform attached to the robots? And how is he able to stay like in an upwards lying down position, facing against it in a wall-like setting or something, without falling off? This defies the laws of gravity. I'm surprised he didn't cover that.
Strength.
I'm surprised. Why didn't he fall off? This makes no sense. It defies the laws of physics and gravity.
They get to level 3, but it looks like it's Duel of the Fobs, as two of them have to fight, and one of them has to lose in order to move on. Is that a look of anguish, or does she really have to pee? I've had to go number 1 ever since level 2, and trust me, you don't want that, lady! But she can't hold it in any longer, and she switches spots in order to keep him in the game. Hey, it's been a few minutes. Time for another creepy speech from Montalban.
You are causing so much pain. And only I...
Sorry, someone walked in.
You know,
Again.
I think this whole movie was just a dare by Quentin Tarantino to see if Rodriguez could get Montalban to be passionately angry at a butterfly. I bet Tarantino just photoshopped this image and was like, I dare you to make a story behind this. They make it to level 4, which means Boy Spy Kid meets up with Spy College Student, as the toy maker lets her help the team to make the game more interesting.
Carmen.
Yeah, how unrealistic is that? Oh, not the villain letting her go. I mean, male gamers actually following a girl gamer. Like they would ever let that happen.
We're going to Lava Mountain. We are? We're following the guy.
Now this feels more realistic. They're attacked by uncolored Happy Meal toys and they pour it out of there. Amazing how much it looks like he's running, isn't it? Clearly CGing him was much more practical than actually having him run.
Well,
Did everybody just film this movie lying on a yoga mat? So they swim into the lava and make their way into Mount Doom. There they run into Frodo Baggins, who will vanquish the evil. Holy shit, I was just kidding! I guess ties to the faculty form their own fellowship.
We join together in battles.
you know, I could
You
say
reveal that
maybe
he
he's
is
running
in fact
awkwardly
a
like that
god, and
because
that
the armor is
he
so
doesn't-
heavy and weighs him down or
Only to be
something.
killed 2 seconds later.
Oops.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't around long enough for me to make a 3D wood joke. But the girl who died earlier suddenly returns.
This is Demetria, my girlfriend. My friend. I'm his girlfriend.
Typical Hollywood romance. You barely know each other, you mostly fight, and suddenly you declare your love for each other.
True.
She set you up, Judy.
Well, I'm glad you're right, or else you totally would have decapitated that kid. She's a fuck!
True.
She was programmed to do that. But it turns out she still loves him, so she sacrifices her non-existing self to save him.
Okay, that was good.
Kind of like when you abandon Yoshi. You kind of feel bad, but do you? They go back to the real world, and it looks like the toy maker has been freed and is starting to take over.
Settle the score for imprisoning me. All I wanted to do was right the wrongs.
You know, I think the way Rodriguez gets half of these people is he just has them Skype their lines. Looney, can you webcam yourself against the green screen? Yeah, sure. Stallone, can you FaceTime yourself in half the costumes from Staying Alive? You got it.
What?
Can you put on your Halloween costume from last year and just wave your arms in front of a wall? Any wall, it really doesn't matter. Bill Paxton, can you...
Somebody ring the dingster.
Steve Buscemi, can you just run out in the middle of the street so I can put you on a giant flying pig? Strangely enough, that's not the weirdest thing I've been asked to do. I can see why this was called the digital file, because all the footage was emailed to him in that format. Where was I? Oh yeah, giant robot monkeys that you can only see if you put your magic glasses on. That really needs to be much cooler than what I'm seeing here. But Montalban goes inside the robot head of Tim Allen and confronts Stallone simply to say he forgives him for putting him in a wheelchair years ago. This causes Stallone to turn off all the machines, crashing his robot with the two of them still inside into the ground.
True, that wasn't very smart.
Grandpa!
No. So just, no.
You know what?
101 Dalmatians of no. Yeah, let's say Ricardo's here and Stallone's here. There's no way. Dead instantly. Their bones would be dice in a Yahtzee cup. You wouldn't even recognize their remains.
True.
How would he even get the wheelchair on top of that thing? Let's see what they better with this. No. okay because everyone learns the
Well, they
true
have advanced
meaning of
technology. Maybe they put force fields around themselves.
That excuses 100% of everything.
The family.
To jail! You online terrorist of destruction! My God, you're getting the chair! Spy Kids 3D is slightly imaginative at times, but mostly just dull. The jokes aren't that funny, the acting isn't much fun, and so much of the spontaneity of the other films is gone because it's focusing too much on showing off its annoying 3D effects.
Yeah.
I'm glad it got people
3D movies tend to do that a lot.
3D in films again, but good lord, what an annoying film to sit through to realize it. And the funny thing is,
and Shrek 3D,
some of this
they were doing that, but they were doing it on purpose, basically trying to make fun of that whole thing.
They're calling as a game designer too. The whole thing feels like a game anyway. Wouldn't that have made much more sense?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because that's actually why we're here. Rodriguez became so obsessed with 3D that he finally let us completely take over in his new game, The 3D Brothers.
Huh?
Holy smokes, that sounds perfect!
And it's gonna suck, right?
Well, what would you like to do today, brothers? I don't care.
I'm 3D!
You're right, we should talk about our identities and what it says about us psychologically. Press triangle to continue. My psychological struggle is obvious. I was a mistake and nobody wanted me.
Okay.
Don't say that. Did you know Mother once told me she was very proud of you? Really? Oh, yes.
This is awkward.
In fact, the one she confessed to being disappointed in is distracting.
What? Just disappointed in me?
Come now, you know this. It's why you hide behind that extravagant demeanor.
Oh, I never actually considered that.
Can't skip the cutscenes.
Press the square button to continue.
Maybe we can heal after all with a hard look deep inside ourselves.
Yes. Maybe I have more problems than I thought. I've just been running away from them.
Well,
This is a horrible game! I bet you have a good movie.
Would you like to run away from your problems again and
True.
perhaps a playable environment full of obstacles?
No, I think I'd rather talk about this.
Very good. Now, as I was saying, there are several levels to the game.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Press X if you want to
True.
confront my feelings of inadequacy.
Coming next week, it's the top 11 Disney princess conspiracies. Find out which one of your paranoias are true. But you can see it now.
I'd rather not.
Ad-free early
I like my childhood just the way it
$3 a
is.
month to see tons of people's videos early, as well as a bunch of other extra features. Check it out and get the early scoop.
True. Well, gameplay at the end. Still better than Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. And most of the other bad games the angry video game nerd has played. So, I guess the Nostalgia Critic does make some good points. It's been years since I've watched this movie. I guess it's,
Somebody ring the dingster!
I guess it's not as enjoyable, when you're older.
Hey, Doug Walker here doing the
Hey, Doug.
charity shout-out. This week we are doing a very popular and very well-rated one. This is the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
What?
This is a non-profit organization committed to achieving prevention and a cure for breast cancer. They provide critical funding for cancer research worldwide to fuel advances in tumor biology, genetics, prevention, treatment, and survivorship. This is the highest-rated breast cancer organization in the United States with an A+ rating from Charity Watch and 4 out of 4 stars from Charity Navigator. That's damn impressive. They've raised more than $500 million for life-saving research. They seek out the brightest minds in science and medicine and give them the necessary resources to pursue their best ideas. As a result, researchers are able to make discoveries and design new
Angelina
approaches
Jolie
to address
had her
all
breast
aspects of breast
removed to
cancer,
prevent the
and do
risk
so
of
in
breast
record
cancer
time.
because
Go
been in
to
her
their
family
site
for
or their
generations.
YouTube channel to hear all the incredible
I wonder if
stories
this,
of
I
survival
wonder if
and
this
just
is
how
related to this.
important this foundation is. The thousands of women and men suffering from breast cancer depend on us. No institution can conquer this disease alone. But together,
By
we
breast,
can.
you basically mean chest, right? Because he said it's having to meant too. Or am I misunderstanding? Oh, that does sound pretty serious. So yeah, this was good. When I was a lot younger, I kind of enjoyed this movie a little. Not as much as the first two Spy Kids movies, but still enjoyed it. Especially with the 3D effects. It's been years since I watched this. I guess it's not as enjoyable when you're older. And you're a little more tolerant to these things. But, like I said, I'm sure I knew he had his reasons why he wouldn't like it, and I can see. Yeah. You know what movie I'd kind of like to see him review? Kangaroo Jack. Now, believe it or not, I actually really like this movie. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Now, I admit some of the effects aren't the best, like with the kangaroo thing. And, it's not the best movie ever, but I still enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, maybe not the best acting, maybe not the best effects, but I still kind of enjoyed the movie. Although I'm sure the Nostalgia Critic will have as his reasons why he probably wouldn't like a movie like this. Still, if he did a review of this, I'd watch it. And if he doesn't like it, and he has reasons why, that makes sense, I'd accept it. I'm sure I'd still enjoy the movie. So yeah. Although, once again, there's some things that, there's at least one thing I'm surprised he didn't mention, and that's in the big robot battle scene where Rajuni was still like still safely on the platform attached to the robot the whole time after it moves a lot. Like how is he able to stay on it with all that movement going around, so the fighting action? And when he gets swinged around, when do you expect him to fly off a thing and crash right into a wall? Or when he got tossed in the air, like you saw that the platform was facing up like a wall, and he was lying his back against it. Like, how did he not fall off that thing? This defies the laws of physics and gravity. I'm surprised he didn't point that out. If he did, I must have missed it. I swear, I don't think I heard him mention it. But yeah, other than that, I'm sure I can see these things. So yeah, I had a feeling he had the reasons why he wouldn't like it, and I can see, and I agree. Well, this was a good video. I guess that's all I have for you today, guys. Bye.
Okay.